Hello, my name is Lotion. Today we are doing Fissure of Woe, Terra 1, as Assassin Elementalist, because we can. And I am about to pop full pecans, like a boss. Yeah, this build, it's really fun. It's really, really fun. This is just about the most fun you can have in FoW with your clothes on, I would say. Mainly because it almost requires your full attention. Some of the time. And that's about as good as FoW gets, you know? Seriously. You gotta come up with something to do in FoW. So, let's see. This build uses Viper's Defense to poison foes. It poisons them for like 21 seconds or something insane. Some insanely long duration. And, so that's a lot of degen over all that time. And what else? It uses Technobabble, although honestly, trade secret, Technobabble is weak. Vanish Shim is so much better. As far as T1 goes, if I was doing solo FoW, Technobabble any day, honestly. Let's see, what kind of armor do you need? Let's see, I would say you need some Blessed armor, and probably some Infiltrator's armor. That's probably about all you need. Honestly. You could take Vanguard's armor if you felt like it. You know, whatever. And as far as shields go, you're going to want a slashing shield, definitely. In case things go wrong. A lightning shield. And a piercing shield. And a fire shield. That's about it. That's all you need. So right here, this is my newest and greatest camp pop. I kind of run up there before the melee patrol gets to me. Techno that nerdizzle, or techno him, the priest, her, whatever. You know, I like to think of the monks, I don't know, they're very feminine, so I always like to think of the monks and the priest of Menzies as being the female versions of the Shadow Army. You know, just kind of makes sense. So anyways, the reason I did that was to avoid that melee patrol that hops up, and if you're noticing, I didn't grab any melee, except for I did pop the, Skeletal Impalers. So that's really the one drawback. You could get D-shotted if you got unlucky. But Red Rock, or if you're cheap like I am, Pie. And if you're somewhat less cheap than I am, Pie and Green Rock or Blue Rock, you know, whatever. Right there, you want to Vipers off that cliff because it's just so pro. But you do need to be pressed up against that cliff, and you do need to have selected one of those NPCs. Cool thing about Viper's Defense is that you can shadow step off of things, much as you could with HOS. You can shadow step off of drops. You can shadow step off of locked chests, allies, enemies, Hello Kitty statues, whatever. If that's your thing, you know, you could do that. This like section right here is the exact same tactic that I use in my 3-minute Priest of Menzies video. So I'm not going to go into these, but I just kind of sliver snipe the Menzies or Priest of Menzies out using Technobabble on the monk. But and you need a spear and a 2020 Earth Staff and a enchanting scythe, Zealous. Enchanting Scythe, that's good too, for energy management. What else? And you want a longbow. I wouldn't actually, yeah, you always want a longbow. I don't use it in this run just because, you know, no reason to. But that's just me. Let's see, what else do you need? You need to avoid melee, like the plague, at least in Battlefield. Or you could just run through, but personally, avoiding it like the plague is so much more fun to say. And a couple notes just on this run. This is not a perfect run by any means. I record all my videos in pugs, and that's probably not a very good idea, but I do it that way. And I don't have a perfect run, because this was like a long time ago. Like a month ago when I started first running this build, because I am super behind the times and I just wasn't that good at it. I didn't really know what tactics I liked the best, And besides, if I re-recorded a better run, I wouldn't remember what to warn you against, yeah? So right here, I'm going to warn you against forgetting the battlefield wolf. Although, to be fair, the T2 took it like right then. Just right then. And so I didn't actually see it. And I was going to make him go and get it. Because if you're off of the battlefield at like 4.5 minutes, or even 3 minutes if you're doing a 2-minute priest, which is possible, by the way. I might make a video guide just to one-up my last video. Then you're going to not want to forget the wolf, because T2 is most likely going to be taking it at like 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes sometimes, depending on if you're running with pugs or not. So just tell them before the run starts that if the hunt quest is not taken at 4 minutes, they got to get that battlefield wolf. Because, yeah, got to keep up their end of the bargain, man. Anyhow, right here, I'm switching to my fire shield because I must be shielded from that fire. Yes. Oh. It just... What's that part? What movie is that? Oh, man. I think it's Final Fantasy VII. That's got that great fire CG. Oh, no, it's How to Train Your Dragon. That's right. When Hiccup is like behind that log and the fire's going all around him, that's kind of how I imagine my shield and all the fire going around me. Except for that I'm not like scared poopless. I'm not a small boy. Okay, so Burning Forest, probably the hardest part with no Armor of Earth, just because you gotta do 2 pulls, and that's feeling really brave, and this is the way that I would not do it, so don't do it this way. Yeah, recently what I've been doing is doing the big pull, which, if you don't know what it is, look at somebody else's T1 guide. If you don't know, if you are generally confused by this video, go to a different guide, because this is not for you. If you're trying to learn, just T1 so you can make some money for your obby armor, for your Hall of Monuments, first I would say, okay, quit complaining about Guam is hard to get, because there's some of us who've played this game for 5 years and put in thousands of hours. Don't have Guam, well, not on this account, but secondly, go to do a different video and learn the real way, because this is just some crazy, this is like the most contrived, bizarre way ever to do things, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I would just do big pull here. Wow, I'm getting off topic really easily today. I swear to God, I've got ADD. I don't actually know if I have ADD, but it is a distinct possibility. Anyhow, if I was to do big pull here, what I would do is do the big pull and then kill everything and then be done. And when I'm killing things, when I'm slivering things, run around in a circle and techno-babble things and death charge and be really strong. A little bit of a note on Shadow Form and IAU timing. When you're running into the Burning Forest, if you're doing the big pull, you need to activate your Shadow Form right about as you turn around the corner to like the main part of Burning Forest. I'm coming up on it now. But you need to cast your Shadow Form right as you turn that corner from the little like valley place, corridor, valley thingy. Otherwise, you will have to either A, wait, or have to cast your IAU early. So you're going to be like at the top of the hill doing your pull with no IAU, and it's just going to be ugly, and you're going to die because you don't have an IAU, and you don't have Shadow Form up, and don't do that. So cast your IAU as late as possible. If you're really lucky, you can cast it about like when you're almost at the crest of that little hill back there, and then you'll be golden. But any earlier than that, and you are toast, literally, because they use fire skills. Right here, I'm putting on my blunt shield. We're gonna pre-clear TOS like a boss. Yeah. And I'm waiting for this aggro to unglitch. I don't even know why I'm waiting, because I'm a pussy. Reapplying pecans. If you were really not confident or something, you could put on your Vanguard armor right now. I don't do that because Vanguard armor is for pussies. And the biggest note right here, I can say, of all time, using this build, if you have Viper's Defense on your bar, listen closely. If at any point your Vipers starts recharging faster than your honor, that means you have done something terribly incorrect, because it means that you put your honor down and then vipered away. Wow, you are dumb. Much as I am, because I do it about 8 times over the course of this run. And it's quite terrifying, actually. It's days like this that I am watching this video and realize, wow, really would have been worth it to re-record this. But oh my god. Just Vipers, get your body block situated, put down your sliver. You got 21 seconds to work with the poison. And as soon as your sliver ends, Vipers away. If you feel the need to. Just Vipers away. And that'll get that poison, and it'll be perma poison, which is amazingly pro. And what else? What else want to talk about? Let's see. Using Viper's Defense. Viper's Defense as a shadow step. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Sometimes it puts you way far away. Sometimes it flings you across the map. Sometimes it just nudges you a little bit. Which is why generally you don't really want to use it when you are in the ward, because it'll put you out of your ward if you're unlucky, and that's just a bad deal. That's just a bad deal, because each of these groups should be no more than 2 slivers. The first group could be 3 slivers, I will admit. Sometimes, you just get unlucky. But everything else should be 2 slivers. And right now, you should be done pre-clearing at about 9 minutes. 9 or 10 minutes. Because that's when most teams take the quest. If you're in a pug, like I was, you can be done clearing in about 14 minutes. Cause that's about when most pugs take the quest. Which is sad, but that's the world we live in right now. You can see right there, I didn't Vipers away. That's just angry. Some people say Vipers is, it's taken away by the regen. Well, my friend, what I say to that is, number 1, you have a distinct misunderstanding of mathematics. 2, nah, you're wrong. Vipers is going to inflict poison. Poison does a certain amount of degen, and that degen takes away from the regen. Does that make sense? I feel like I could do a rap about that. The degen taken away from the regen. Each day it's playing in the in the pig pen, getting dirty with the big hen. Farmyard degen rap, yeah. Wow. Anyways, so all that being said, yeah, degen helps. Every little bit helps. And Viper's Defense is the easiest, most flammable degen there is. Whereas Radfield takes about 2 seconds to cast and half your life's worth of energy. I'm exaggerating, of course, but you know what I mean. 15 energy is a lot. Because with this build, you can't really afford to take out your scythe from more than 1 or 2 hits at TOS. Because Rangers deal armor-ignoring damage. And they deal a lot of it. And you will die. Almost certainly. If you are scything around. Unless you got full pecans, in which case you could just walk around. Do nothing. Don't let your mesmers scatter away like I did there. Also... Okay, another note on IAU timing and SF timing here at TOS. Be lucky. Really. And if your writ is taking right after you've recast the shadow form, oh, that's rough, my friend. So ideally you are casting your IAU and your shadow form at the same time, because if you cast your IAU after your shadow form, you're looking at a really tight cast and you could die, because you could get knocked down if you don't have R10 what do you call it? Northern folk title thing. I'm just stalling for time right here because my quest takers were slow and I don't speed up videos anymore because I don't have enough time to talk. That was my main problem with the T2 guide, because I don't have enough time to talk, but now I have time to talk. So I'm talking now and I have too much time to talk. But TOS was taken back there while I was rambling about talking. And just kind of, you've pre-cleared it by this point. If you haven't pre-cleared it, walk away now. Please, go to the end of the line. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Body block these things. Don't Vipers out of your ward. And then right here, Rangers. Okay, Rangers kill you. Fun story. Rangers kill you. They kill you. Which means you have to either A, be moving around like some kid that just snorted Ritalin. I actually read a story about that. The kid actually does that. Or you need to be under the effects of sliver armor. Elsewise, you will die. And you can see there that I've switched to my piercing shield already in my infiltrator's armor. Just to be safe. Don't let your musmers run away on you like I did right there. And then normally I would do one pull to the north of TOS and then one pull back to the south of TOS. So all your rangers are lined up in groups of 3 along the door. It takes practice, but you kind of figure out how the AI works there, and whatever, it works. It's cool. Believe me, just try it. You get after a while. Because that way you can obstruct them by running around the corner of TOS without messing up your ball, and without having to run around every half second. If for whatever reason you are out in the open like I was right here, run in circles. Nothing will hit you at all. Something with the AI code makes it so that if you run in like an almost perfect circle or like a triangle, they cannot actually hit you, because the pathing, the prediction, doesn't work like that. Yep, we do not live in the future. So yeah, right here, killing these rangers, pretty bland. I'm thinking of ending this tutorial early because you just kind of kill these guys. It's simple. Make sure your sliver armor is up. To those of you who are probably thinking like, oh, you can stand still. You just have to have IAU up when sliver drops. Nuh-uh. You're wrong. And who are you? Because if you IAU has like 22 armor or something, and 22 armor versus armor ignoring damage does not work that well, logically. So, yeah, you need to move around or have sliver up and obstruct them. That's just about it. Probably you know how to kill the TOS Lord. Yeah. If you have any suggestions on videos that I should make, do tell me, because I'm going to have to get creative here on my guides. Otherwise, I won't have anything to guide, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah. Leave a comment telling me what kind of video I should make next. If I should continue making videos or if I should just stop right now. No more videos on this channel. I'm just going to play an FPS.